Hello everybody, my name is Eric D. Johnson, also known as BrightShine. I live right here in the city of Memphis. It's in the county sheriff in the state of Tennessee. Today's date is early Monday morning, November 27th, 2017, time 4:07 a.m. First, I thank all my fans, my support for your continued encouragement and support. I'll continue to keep myself employed right here in the Memphis tri-state area. I'll continue to further my education at Monroe College online, pursuing my associate degree, studying business administration, concentration marketing. What I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna do my Instagram. Hello everybody, my name is Eric D. Johnson, also known as BrightShine. I live right here in the city of Memphis in the county sheriff. It's in the state of Tennessee. Today's date is early Monday morning, November the 27th, 2017, time 4:08 a.m. First, I thank all my fans, my support for your continued encouragement and support. First, we want to always give thanks to God and thank God for all His blessings and His guidance. Always put God first. What I'm doing right now, do my Facebook Live. Hello everybody, my name is Eric D. Johnson, also known as BrightShine. I live right here in the city of Memphis in the county seat of the state of Tennessee. Today's date is early Monday morning, November the 27th, time 2017, the time 4:13 a.m. First, I thank all my fans, my support for your continued encouragement and support. Want to always put God first. Want to give thanks to God for all His blessings and guidance. Now you know this is this past weekend was the Thanksgiving holiday weekend, and we hope and pray that everybody had a happy Thanksgiving. Now we're gonna continue to talk about African traditional religion. As you know, African traditional religion is being taught at institutions of higher learning, meaning colleges and universities in sub-Saharan Africa. You can earn a bachelor's degree, master's degree, PhD studying African traditional religion. Now, one of the books we're going to continue to read from referred to as titled West African Traditional Religion, written by Dr. Joseph Omasay and Valero, Dr. P. Adenumo Dupemo. Another book we're going to continue to read from referred to as titled African Traditional Religion and Definition, written by Dr. E. Beloja Adowu. Another book we're going to continue to read from referred to as titled African Religions and Philosophy, written by Dr. John S. M. B. Another book we're going to continue to read from referred to as titled Concepts of God in Africa, written by Dr. John S. M. B. Now, my intention is to read the Bible and continue to expose Saul from Tarsus, the self-proclaimed Apostle Paul. We continue to refer to the book of Acts. And when you refer to the book of Acts, it tells you that Saul lied about his conversion. He lied about his conversion. And on my previous videos, we had an opportunity, the time to go and read the Bible, and we go to the book of Acts, and we see that Saul from Tarsus lied about his conversion. We also know that lie in the Bible, those 3 places in the Bible, talking about you a Christian, that's a lie. We know that the Apostle Peter did not tell you to be a Christian. We know that's a lie. And the epistles that Saul from Tarsus wrote, we know that's a bunch of lies. He lied. So, if by chance, because we go into the dictionary, we don't get the chance to go to the Bible. My previous videos, when we did have the time to go to the Bible, and all those outside the United people who don't speak English, Bible study tools is one of those websites you can refer to. As also Bible Gateway, so you can follow along. And so if by chance I don't get the chance to go to the Bible, my previous videos, we went to the Bible and we exposed Saul from Tarsus, the self-proclaimed Apostle Paul. So and as you know, governments all over the world, all over this earth, they enact laws, and those laws are intended to make each and every one of us safe from crime, organized crime. And the United States government enacted the Organized Crime Control Act of 1970 and Title 9 of the Organized Crime Control Act of 1970. The Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organization Act, the RICO Act, Anti-Gang. And also the Comprehensive Drug Abuse Prevention and Control Act of 1970, the Controlled Substance Act, the Psychotropic Substances Act, the Continuing Criminal Enterprise Statute, or Kingpin Statute. It's all anti-gang. The Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention Act of 1974 established the Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention, plus other related legislation. It's anti-gang. The Comprehensive Anti-Gang Initiative, the Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention, and Comprehensive Gang Model, the Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention, the Bureau of Justice Assistance, the Office of Justice Program, and United States Department of Justice. You can go to youth.gov, be informed about the Comprehensive Anti-Gang Initiative as well as the Comprehensive Gang Model. The Office of Justice Program, the Bureau of Justice Assistance, United States Department of Justice, Comprehensive Anti-Gang Initiative, and Project Safe Neighborhoods. United States Department of Justice Office of Community-Oriented Policing Service, Comprehensive Anti-Gang Initiative. The Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention, United States Department of Justice Office of Justice Program, the Bureau of Justice Assistance, International Narcotics and Law Enforcement Affairs, United States Department of State, the Institute for Intergovernmental Affairs, Gang Resistant Education and Training, the GREAT program. The United States Department of Justice Office of Justice Program, the Office of Juvenile Justice Legal Prevention. In October 2009, the National Youth Gang Center, which had been funded by the Office of Juvenile Justice Legal Prevention since 1995, merged with the National Gang Center, which had been funded by the Bureau of Justice Assistance since 2003. The National Gang Center compilation of state laws against gangs. Now you can go to the National Gang Center website and you can be informed about the state laws against gangs. The Gang Prevention and Overview of Research and Program, Mr. James E. Howard, Office of Juvenile Justice Legal Prevention. United States Department of Justice, Bureau of Justice Assistant, Office of Juvenile Justice Legal Prevention, National Gang Center Bulletin. And the title of that bulletin, History of Street Gangs in the United States. Now, there are books in the bulletin to refer to. Read the books in the bulletin. Now also, the same information can be found on Wikipedia. And the title of the information is Gangs in the United States. The United States Department of Justice, Office of the United States Attorney, Manual 1457, Criminal Street Gang Statute 18, United States Code 521. United States Department of Justice, Federal Bureau of Investigation, National Gang Intelligence Center. United States Department of Justice, Organized Crime and Gang Section, and other federal, state, and local agencies. United States Department of Justice, Office of the Office of Justice Program, National Institute of Justice, Anti-Gang Strategies, Prevention, Intervention, Assessment, and Suppression. United States Department of Justice, Office of Justice Program, National Institute of Justice, United States Department of Health and Human Services, Center for Disease Control and Prevention, National Center for Injury Prevention and Control. Changing course, preventing gang membership, and also striving to reduce youth violence everywhere. United States Department of Justice, United States Department of Education, United States Department of Health and Human Services, United States Department of Housing and Urban Development, United States Department of Labor, and the White House Office of National Drug Control Policy. National Forum on Youth Violence Prevention. You can go to youth.gov and be informed about the National Forum on Youth Violence Prevention. United States Department of Justice, Bureau of Justice Assistant, National Crime Prevention Council, keeping kids out of gangs. Also, anti-hazing. Go to lawyers.com and be informed about anti-hazing. And also, I forgot to mention yesterday, coerce, sexual coercion, psychological coercion, psychological manipulation, psychological abuse, coerce, sexual coercion, psychological coercion, psychological manipulation, psychological abuse. Because that's important. See, there's a lot of people that they don't know what they talk about, and they be as you can see while we going over the dictionary, people do not know what they talking about. You just not finding out what the word gang means. I know you don't know what coerce means, and I know you don't know what psychological coercion means and sexual coercion. You don't know what you're talking about. Now, as we continue to refer to the dictionary, go to the dictionary on these words, the German word gang and gang plus stir, the Dutch word boss, the English word goon. Excuse me. Excuse me. And what's it? The abbreviation mob, Latin, and the Indian word thug. You know, we continue to refer to the dictionary and other words, Mac, player, stone, pimp, whore, hustler, and any other type of word that people use in a negative way to negatively influence. We gonna go to the dictionary. You understand? And like I said, there are people living all over this world, and being specific, there are people living in Europe who were not involved, who did not participate in the East African, West African slave trade. So all this stuff about words. You understand? Now, this is the world map. This is the world map. Now, the Albanian speaking people, they were not involved. They did not participate in the East African, West African slave trade. The East European nation of Lithuania and Latvia, the Baltic speaking people in the East European nation of Lithuania and Latvia. They were not involved. They did not participate in the East African, West African slave trade. The East European nation of Greece The Greek-speaking people, the East European nation of Greece, they were not involved. They did not participate in the East African, West African slave trade. Now, the Slavic-speaking people in Eastern Europe, and the East European nation of Russia, the Czech Republic, Slovakia, Poland, Bulgaria, Belarus, the Ukraine, and also the former Yugoslavian republics of Serbia, Croatia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Slovenia, Montenegro, Macedonia, and Kosovo. They were not involved. They did not participate in the East African, West African slave trade. Now, the East European nation of Turkey, also known as Anatolia, and the Turkic-speaking people in the East European nation of Turkey, the Altaic-speaking people, the Altaic language, they were not involved. They did not participate in the East African, West African slave trade. Also, the Turkish people, the Ottoman Empire, the Ottoman. Now, the Uralic Altaic speaking people in the East European nation of Hungary, the Hungarians, Finland, the Finnish people, the Estonians, they were not involved. They did not participate in the East African or West African slave trade. Now, the East European nation of Romania, the Romanian people, the Romanian language is classified as Latin, Romance language, the Romance language, Spanish, Portuguese, French, and the Romanian people, let me click right here. continue to talk about Romania. Romania is divided into three. Had three divisions: Moldavia, Transylvania, and Wallachia. Now, the early history of Romania is very important because, as we said, the Romanians, they speak Latin, considered Romance language, but the Romanian people, historically are Greek people. They are Greek. Historically, they are Greek, and being Greek, they are historically they are Thracians. The Thracians now, and the Thracians were Greek. Now, early history, prior to the Roman conquest of Dacia, the territory between the Danube and the Dniester River were inhabited by various Thracian peoples. Now, like I said, Thracian people were Greek, including the Dacians and the Getae. Now, Roman incursions under Emperor Trajan between 101, 102 AD and 105, 106 AD resulted in half of the Dacian kingdom becoming a province of the Roman Empire called Dacia Felix. The Roman rule lasted for 165 years, and during this period the province was fully integrated into the Roman Empire, and the sizable part of the population were newcomers from other provinces. The Roman colonists introduced the Latin language. According to followers of the continuity, the intense Romanization gave birth to the Proto-Romanian language. And so, like I say, the people in Romania historically are Greek. They are Greek. And so, now, Romania has a history of slavery. They have a history of slavery. And the people who were enslaved, the Roma people. And the Roma people also known as the Gypsies. The Gypsies. And the Roma people are people from India. They were, originally these people, the Roma people, are originally from India. And they were enslaved, enslaved in Romania. Now, slavery in Romania was abolished. Legal. There's legal terminology. When you abolish, you end whatever it is, legally. Legally. It's not just like you just decided one day, to do something, then one day you decide to stop doing it yourself. The Romanian government, they abolished slavery in the early 1800s to mid 1500s and mid 1850s. They abolished slavery. And the Roma people, when you abolish, not only did you end it, but you also, it was wrong. So the Romanian government telling the Romanian people it was wrong, but they also telling the Roma people it was wrong. And the Roma people, they have full citizenship and things of this nature, integrated into society. Now, during World War II, atrocities were committed against the Romanian people by Adolf Hitler and the Germans. Over 300,000 Romanian Jews, Christians, and just Romanian people were murdered by Adolf Hitler and the Germans. Over 10,000 Roma people were murdered by Adolf Hitler and the Germans during World War II. Now, The Romanian people, the Romanian government, they were not involved. They did not participate in the East African or West African slave trade. Now, we're going to go to the dictionary and now I have in my possession Merriam-Webster dictionary. Copyright 2004. I have in my possession Merriam-Webster thesaurus. Copyright 2005. I have in my possession an Oxford paperback dictionary thesaurus. First edition 2001, second edition 2007, third edition 2009. I have in my possession a pocket Oxford American Dictionary and Thesaurus. First edition 2002, second edition 2006, third edition 2010. Now, like I ordered my magnifying glass, Amazon.com, and well, about $6, and then I paid like $3 for shipping. Now this magnifying glass, it came with the dictionary, with the compact Oxford English dictionary. They sent this with it. Alright, so let's go to the dictionary. Copyright 1986. 1986. Now, there's a lot of people with a lot of education. They contributed to this dictionary from the editor-in-chief all the way down. The associate editors, assistant editors, the editorial staff, the editorial assistants. The secretarial and clerical assistants, outside consultants. It's a lot of education, bachelor, master, PhD. Now let's go to the word gang. Okay. We have the word gang. Alright. Middle English from Old English, akin to Old High German. Gang, act of going. Old Norse, ganger, act of going. Goth, gang, street. Alright. Number one. This is what the word gang means. The very first definition. The very first definition. The act, manner, or means of going. Passage, course, journey. Also gait. Number two, a dialect, chiefly British. Number one, passage, way, road, lane. Number two, a pasturage for cattle. B, chiefly Scottish. The amount as of wood, water, or peat that can be carried at one time or in one trip. Number 3A. Number 1. A set or full complement of articles, outfit, a gang of oars. That's an invention. Number 2. A combination of similar implements or other items arranged so as to act together to save time or labor. A gang of saws. That's an invention. Or to produce in one operation or as one unit. A gang of printing plates. Printing several jobs on a single sheet. B. A number of individuals making up a group as 1A. A group of persons working under the same direction or at the same task. Migrants laboring in gangs in the woods, mines, and fields. Gangs of expert bottomers. Number 2. A company of criminals. A gang of desperate banditti squealed on the other members of the gang. Number 3. An elementary and close-knit social group of spontaneous origin. Such a unit composed of antisocial adolescents, teenage gangs. Number 4. A group of persons acting in accord who are believed to engage in improper acts. Or to be influenced by self-seeking, corrupt, or unworthy motives, made captive by the gangs, receives power. Denounce the musical gang then in power. A political gang dragged out the racial issue to divert attention from itself. Number 5. A group of congenial persons having close and informal social relations. A group of persons drawn together by a community of tastes, interests, or activity. One of a gang that call one another great. Invite the gang plus some pretty girls. Where's the gang going tonight? The gang in the office. Number 6. A flock or herd of animals. A gang of little chickens. A gang of elk. Gang number 2. Number 1. To attack a person as a gang. The young hoodlums always gang you. Try to gang him and take it away from him. Number 2. A. To assemble or operate mechanical or electronic parts simultaneously as a group. Circuits ganged together by gears. B. To arrange in or produce as a gang as type pages or printed sheets, often used with up to form a group or gang. Keep company. Go travel empty-headed, idle-handed widows who gang together. Gangs with those kids on the next block, often with up. The boys would gang up around the corner drugstore. Gang number 3. Middle English ganging, to go, walk. From Old English gang, akin to Old High German gang, to go. Old Norse gang, Gothic gang, to go. Old English gang, act of going. Scottish, go. That's what the word gang means. I wrote it down. Yeah, that's one. Let me see. That's so wrong. So, for all the little girls and little boys on the south side of Chicago, on the west side of Chicago, east side, north side, as well as the entire state of Illinois, as well as all the surrounding states. All this stuff about the East Coast, little girls, little boys on the East Coast, little girls and little boys in Los Angeles, California, as well as little girls and little boys right here in the city of Memphis, Tennessee, as well as all over the United States of America, around the world. This is what the word gang means. Gang, the act, manner, or means of going. That's what the word gang, that's the very first definition. That's the very first definition. That's what the word gang means. That's what it said. Gang, the act, manner, or means of going. That's the very first definition. That's what the word gang means. The act, manner, or means of going. That's what it means. Gang, the act, manner, or means of going. That's what the word gang means. That's the very first definition. Now, let's look gangster. Alright. Gang dot stir. Now you know that dot is a syllable break. Gang, syllable break, stir. S-T-E-R, stir. That's a suffix on the end. So now you know. When you know that the word gang means the act, manner, or means of going, what's that stir on the end? See? Now you really not making sense. Now you understand. You ain't making no sense. You don't make no sense at all. Alright. Gangster. Gang plus stir. A member of a gang of criminals, gunmen, thug, also a person who uses violence, intimidation, or other extra-legal means of coercion for business and racketeer. A gangster in some kind of syndicate that controls stores and nightclubs. Name one gangster as the real boss of the city. Okay, so like I said, now you really see there's no such thing as no gangster. You see what the definition of gang means. The act, manner, or means of going. There's no such thing as no stir on the end. So there's no such thing as no gangster, a person being a gangster. Now let's go to mob. Copyright 1986. Alright, mob number one is a noun. Noun's origin unknown, obscure, undressed, disavowed. Number two is a woman's cap, mob cap. Number two, mob number two is a verb. Mobbed, mob, mobbing, mobs. Back formation from mobile. Arcane to muffle the head of as in a hood. Number two, mob. Arcane to dress oneself negligently, to go to an unfashionable place, disguise or so dress as to avoid recognition. Mob number three. It's a noun. Short for mobile. The lower classes of a community, the populace or the lower part of it, masses the use of superstition for the purpose of policing. The mob, political spellbinding to appeal to the mob mind. Number 2A, a large and disordered collection of people tending to acts of violence, windows smashed and police beaten by the angry mob, a fear of mob rule. Number B, people in a large disorderly group used without an article. The lane was full of mob and the house so full we could not get in. Number 3, chiefly Australian. Chiefly Australian, a flock, drove, or herd of animals. Number 4A, a criminal set or organization as of pickpockets or gangsters. Gang, B, clique, set, synonym, C, crowd. Mob number 4. Verb, mobbed, mobbing, mobs. Number 1A, to crowd about an attack or annoy. Mobbed by autograph hunters before he could enter the theater. Attack in a mob. A crowd tried to mob him and he ran for safety into the superintendent's office. B, to crowd into or around. Bargain hunters that mob the stores on sale days. Number 2, dialect English. To rail at, scold, abuse. Number 3, to hunt as a fox in such a way as to allow the quarry no chance to escape, as by surrounding it. To form a disorderly mob, crowd, or riot in a mob. The way the newsman mobbed for Newsweek. Okay. Mob, abbreviation. Number 1, mobile. Number 2, mobilization. Mobilize. So that's what the word mob means. Means mobile. And what does mobile mean? Mobile means capable of moving or being moved from one place to another. Movable. Abbreviation number 1, mobile. Number 2, mobilization, mobilize. That's when you say mob, that's what it is. It's an abbreviation. It's an abbreviation of mobile. That's what it means. That's what the abbreviation means. It's not even a word. You made it up. It's not a word. You try to make it sound like it's a word, but it's not. It's an abbreviation of mobile. Now, mobile. Let's go to mobile. Read mobile number 1. Read mobile number 1. All right. Now, let's not forget the pronunciation, because when we be reading and we be saying mobile. Let's not forget pronunciation. Saying game or anything, let's not forget pronunciation. Now, make sure. From Latin, mobilis. From Latin, mobilitas. From Latin, movere, to move, plus abilis. Okay, number 1, capable of moving or being moved from one place to another. Movable, as a. Capable of moving or being moved about readily. Okay, globular proteins that are mobile and rod-shaped proteins that form solid structure. The tongue is clearly the most mobile articulator, right? Specifically characterized by an extreme degree of fluidity. Ether and mercury are mobile liquids. Compare viscous. B, organized and equipped for ready movement as by truck or air transport. Mobile fighting forces. Mobile television. Okay, mobile television units for on-the-spot reporting. C, free for use or service anywhere, not restricted or committed. Mobile dollars. Excuse me. Okay. Mobile dollars to be used where they can best advance the welfare of the whole institution. Mobile labor could be sent anywhere in England. Okay, D, designed as a vehicle or mounted on a vehicle or easily placed on or in a vehicle as a trailer or truck. Mobile loudspeakers, carrying The campaign speaks into the streets. A mobile missile launcher. Mobile home. Number 2, capable of or tended to change. Changeable as a changing readily in appearance and expression under the influence of mind or feeling. His mobile face mirrors every feeling from bitter sadness to ecstasy. Be easily swayed in feeling, purpose, or direction. A mind adventurously flexible but not frivolously. C, marked by ready adaptability. Industrial resources so mobile that they could be quickly switched from producing for export to producing for home demand. Alert and flexible in the use of resources. A mobile imagination. An organization mobile enough to cope with any emergency. 3, characterized by frequent or continuous movement. The wind in mobile grasses tended to travel or migrate from place to place. We began as explorers, empire builders, pilgrims, and refugees, and we are still today the most mobile people on the face of the earth. The Indians of the Great Plains were mobile bison hunters. Number 4, A, characterized by the mixing of social groups. The general confusion and moral standards which characterizes mobile societies, affording opportunity for a shift in social status. America's society, though highly mobile, is not classless. B, having the opportunity for or undergoing a shift in status within the hierarchical social levels of a society in which women are more mobile than men, born of upward mobile middle class parents. Number 5, marked by the use of vehicles for transportation, mobile defense. Mobile warfare took to their cause for a mobile holiday. Number 6, related to or having the characteristics of a mobile. Then you have mobile number 2. Then you have mobile number 3. Then you have mobile number 4, and they pretty much saying the same thing except now let me see. Mobile number 3 is talking about mobile focus, changeable crowd, the movable common people. And then number 4 is Mobile, Alabama. Mobile, Alabama. So, okay. Now, let's go to monster. Okay. Mobster. Okay, now also and I make this known here in the dictionary. When you say mob and stir, it's saying here that when you say mob, it's saying mob number 3. It's saying mob number 3 plus stir. Yep, that's what it's saying. It's saying mob number 3 plus stir. A member of a criminal gang. So mob number 3. Latin, mobile focus, changeable crowd, the movable common people. Neutral of mobilist. Adjective. Number 3, mob. So, like I said, it's saying mob number 3. Mob plus stir. Okay. Now we're gonna go to stir. Now this is copyright 1976. This is copyright 1976, but it's still the same Webster's Third New International Dictionary unabridged and 7 language dictionary. It's S through Z, but this is the 1976 copyright. Okay, stir, S-T-E-R, stir. Following a voiced consonant, as in mobster, is a noun suffix, Middle English, S-T-E-R, S-T-E-R-E, E-S-T-E-R-E, from Old English, estry, E-S-T-R-E, female agent, akin to Middle Dutch, stir. Number 1, one that does or handles or operates. Spinster, tapster, teamster. Number 2, one that makes or uses. Songster, punster. Number 3, one that is associated with or participates in. Gamester, gangster. So that's what stir means. And like I say, when you know what the definition of gang means, when you know what the definition of gang, the very first definition of gang, the act, manner, or means of going. There's no such thing as stir being on the end. There's no such thing as stir being on the end. There's no such thing as no gangster. And talking about a mobster, the mob is an abbreviation of mobile. It's not even a word, it's an abbreviation. So what's mobster? There's no such thing as no mobster. It's an abbreviation. So putting stir on the end of an abbreviation don't make no sense. You can't be no mobster. Okay, while we in the S, we're gonna go ahead and go to sorority. Okay, we're in sorority. Sorority. Okay, it's a noun. Middle Latin. Sororitas. From Latin. Soror. Soror. S-O-R-O-R. It means sister. Plus itis dash iti. More at number one, sisterhood. Number two, a society or club of girls or women as in a college. Compare fraternity. So when you break down sorority, you get to the word soror. And what does soror mean? Sister. That's all it means, sister. So when you make up all that stepping, all them hand signs, all them Greek letters, you made it up. You're lying. You're lying. That's all you're doing, lying. Because all the word soror mean is sister. In Latin. Me, as well as other Africans, you don't speak Latin. The only thing the word soror mean is sister in Latin. That's all it means. So all that other junk that you made up, you're lying. When you make up all that junk, you ain't doing nothing but lying. That's all you're doing, lying. When you see soror, that's how it is in the dictionary. I wrote it just like it is in the dictionary. When you say soror, that's how it is in the dictionary. And that's what it means, sister. That's what the dictionary says, S-O-R-O-R, one no dot in the middle. It says S-O-R-O-R, soror. And it means sister. That's all it means. So, I wrote it just like it is in the dictionary. S-O-R-O-R, one no dot in the middle. Just because you know when you say it, soror. Let me look at just like saying sorority. You know, you hear how they broke all down. Sorority. When you say soror. Still saying the same thing. just like saying sororo. Sororo. Sorroral. Sororo. Of, related to, or in the relationship of a sister. But when you see the word Latin, when you see the word sorrow, it's not a dot. So when you say sorrow, it's not a dot. You know, like a syllable break. It's just sorrow. And it means sister. It means sister. And that's how you spell it. S-O-R-O-R. Sorrow. So now let's go to fraternity. Okay, here we go. Fraternity. All right. From Middle English, fraternity. From Middle French and Latin, Middle French, fraternity. From Latin, fraternity. Fraternitas. Fraternitas plus itis. Number one, a group of people associated or formally organized for a common purpose, interest, or pleasure as a religious or ecclesiastical brotherhood. B, a usually organized group of men of the same class, occupation, interest, or pursuit, company, guild, fraternal order. C, a national or local men's student organization formed chiefly for social purposes, having secret rights and a name consistent for social purposes, having secret rights and a name consistent of usually 3 Greek letters. Also an organization of alumni who are members of such an organization. B, a student organization for scholastic, professional, or extracurricular activities, especially a national honorary organization including students and alumni, an honorary fraternity, a debating fraternity. Number 2, the quality or state of being a brother or being brothers. The relationship of a brother or of brothers. B, the quality or state of being brotherly or very friendly, brotherliness. C, a brotherly commonness as of occupation, men with a fraternity of interest. 3, men of the same class, profession, occupation, character, or taste. The legal fraternity, the racetrack fraternity, the despised fraternity of armchair historians. Number 4A, the enterprise of a single mating. B, a group of siblings. Okay, now when you break down fraternity, when you break it down, you have frater. And when you see frater number 2, that is frater number 1. A refectory of a monastery, that's the first one. Number 2, frater number 2. Brother. It's Latin for brother. More and brother. Number 1, a member of certain religious orders, as the Benedictine order, who is studying for the priesthood, often used as a title or form of address, especially among members of the same or similar orders. Number 2, a fraternity brother. B, a brother Freemason in certain Masonic orders. So frater in Latin means brother. Now, when you spell it, when you say it, is Latin. Got stuck. Okay, now I wrote it down just like it is in a dictionary. That's the way it is. It's Latin. Now that's the way it is in the dictionary. FRA, syllable break. TER, and it means brother. That's the way it is in the dictionary. It's Latin. FRA, syllable break. TER, and it means brother. That's the way it is in the dictionary. So, when you say frat, now we know we're getting into some, when we have a syllable break, it could be a possible prefix, and that ter on the end could be a word, or it could be a suffix on the end, TER, and frat is a word. Because when you have a syllable break, that's usually what it means. It's a word, and it's a prefix or a suffix but that's the way it's wrote in the dictionary. So that's what frat and ter mean. It means brother. That's all it means. That's all it means, brother. So all that stepping and hand sign and all them Greek letters, all that nonsense is some junk. You're lying. When you make up all them Greek letters, when you do all that stepping hand sign, when you say your hand sign means this and that, you're lying. You lying. That's what you're doing. You're lying. Okay, so let's go to the Compact Oxford English Dictionary. Now the copyright 1971. 1971. Copyright 1971. Now there is a key to the pronunciations, and there also a list of abbreviations and signs. It's very little, but you see. All right. Gang. 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 See also gong and gone in sense. See also gone. Old English, gang, gong, gang and gong. Old Scottish, gang. Old High German, gang. Middle High German. Old Norse, gang. Goth, gag. Old Teutonic, noun of action related to gang gang. To go, the cognitive Old Norse ganga, weak feminine walking. Course, okay. A passage or lobby from which some of the English senses may possibly be derived. Number one, action or mode of going, way, passage. Plural steps, goings, journeyings. Old English only. Number two, the power of going, ability to walk about. B, manner of going, gait or carriage. C, the act of walking. D, figurative currency of money, Old Norse gang. Okay, number three, a journey, sometimes with definition of extent, as a day, gang. B, a traveling or resorting. Number four, a way, road or passage. B, the course of a stream. C, a walk or pasture for cattle. Number five, a step or rung of a ladder. Number six, dialect, a turn or spell at any work or exercise. Number seven, the quantity or amount usually carried at one time. Old English gang, gone, period, appears in later English only as gong. Number 2, a set of things or persons. Number 8, a set of articles such as are usually taken together. B, a set of tools or implements so arranged as to work simultaneously. Number 9, a company of workmen. B, a company of slaves or prisoners. Number 10, any band or company of persons who go about together or act in concert, chiefly in a bad or the preteritory sense and in mode, usually mainly associated with criminal society. B, to be of a gang, to belong to the same society, to have the same interests. Number 11, implements worked in sets. Okay. Okay. Okay, now we at gang. That's a verb. Gone gang. Okay. Common, Teutonic. Old English. Gang gang, gone gang, old free, gun gang, old Scottish, gang gang, Middle Dutch, ganging, old High German, gang, right? Introduction to walk, go. Okay. Okay, let me see. Gang verb number 2. To arrange in a gang. To gang out. Let me say one thing too. Now you know how in the Webster's dictionary they had example sentences. See, this is the reason why when you read a dictionary. Now see, this is an English dictionary. See, because when you speak English, it's German. And when you see the example sentences that's in the English, see, it don't look the same. The handwriting is different. So I'm sitting here trying to read when it's saying Old High German, Old Teutonic, Old English. This is the English dictionary. Now Webster's dictionary, I mean, it gives you the definition of English and you speak in English. But this is an actual English dictionary. So the sentence, the example sentences, trying to pronounce the words, you need a translator. You're going to need a translator. You're going to need somebody to translate. So I'm just bringing this to everybody's attention that this is an English dictionary. And so when you say gang, when they say German, and when they say Old English, that's what they telling you. It's not like the English that we speak today. It's the English from Old England, Middle English, Old High German, Old Teutonic. That's what the gang they talking about. That's the reason why they keep telling you that the word gang means an act, a manner, that means of going. Because that's what the word means. I'm sitting here looking at these example sentences, and I know I can't read it because I need a translator. Okay, let me see. Okay, we had gang verb number 2. We had gang verb number 2. To arrange in a gang. Also to gang out. To arrange in companies. Okay. To gang in. To come in a gang. So that's what the word gang means. Let me go to the very first definition. It says the same thing. The very first definition. Action or mode of going. Way. Passage. That's what it means. That's what the word gang means. It means action or mode of going, way, passage. I might as well write it down. That's what gang means. That's what it means. It's the very first definition in this compact Oxford English Dictionary. That's what the word gang means. And so again, I reiterate, this is an English dictionary, and you probably need a translator to translate these example sentences. I'm being honest, because see, like I say, it's an English dictionary, and when you see it, and when you see the handwriting, then you'll be trying to find somebody to translate. Okay, let's go to gangster is not in here. Gangster is not in here. So let's go to mob. Okay. Okay, we got mob. Okay, it said and it, as you know, they do give you the pronunciation. They do give you the pronunciation. Okay, let me see here. Abbreviation of mobile. Abbreviation of mobile. Okay, number one, the disorderly and riotous part of the population, the roughs, the rabble, an assemblage of the rabble, a tumultuous crowd bent on or liable to be incited to acts of lawlessness and outrage. All right. So that's what mob means. Yeah. It's an abbreviation, first of all, of mobile. It's an abbreviation of mobile. That's what the dictionary tells you. It says when you say mob, abbreviation of mobile. Then it comes down here to number 1. The disorderly and riotous part of the population, the roughs, the rabble, an assemblage of the rabble, a tumultuous crowd bent on or liable to be incited to acts of lawlessness and outrage. Alright. Let's see what else. Number two. The common mass of people, the lower orders, the uncultured or illiterate as a class, the populace, the masses. Number 3. Disorderly or lower class people forming a crowd. Number 4. A promiscuous assemblage of people, a multitude or aggregation of persons regarded as not individually important. In Australian use without disparaging implication, a crowd. B. A heterogeneous collection of or crowd of things. C. Original Australian, a flock or drove. Of animals. A flock or drove of animals. D. Shetland dialect. A school of whales. Number 5. Slang, a company, a gang of thieves or pickpockets working in collusion. Also a member of such a company. Number 6. A. Simply attributed. A. Simple attributed as mob assembly associated. Right. Okay, number 7. Special combination. Mob courtship. Courtship among the lower classes. Mob defense by the populace as opposed to military defense. Alright. Okay, now we have mob number 2. A mob cap, a strumpet, a negligee attire, a dishabille. Number 3, mob cap. Then you also got a mob, that's a kind of a brush. Some kind of brush. Okay, then you got mob to muffle the head of a person. To dress untidily. Alright, number 2, to mob, to go in mobbing, to go in disguise or attire so as to escape recognition to the unfashionable part of a theater. Okay, now you got mob as a verb. Number one, to attack in a mob or disorderly crowd, to crowd around and molest or annoy, to press unduly upon, to throng, also in past, to be attacked or surrounded by such a mob. B, to force a person into an action, drive him from a place by mobbing him. Number two, to form a mob, to congregate in a mob or disorderly crowd. Number three, to mix up with a mob. Number four, to abuse, scold, or rail at. Okay, so that's mob. Now let's go to mobile. Okay, mobile. Now see, this is the reason why the pronunciation is important. Okay, see. That's the reason why I was making sure I look, because in the pronunciation is different. It's different. Okay, you got one mobile, Latin. Number one, it means first, grand, or great, principal, mobile. Anglicized forms of primum, mobile. Then it means number two, metaphysics, a body in motion or capable of movement. Okay, that's one. Then you got mobile number two. And it means shortened form of Latin, mobile vogus, the movable or excitable crowd, the common people, the populace, rabble, mob. Then you got mobile number three. Latin, mobilis, movere, to move. Number one, capable of movement, movable, not fixed or stationary. A, in various applications of the sight. Okay. B, of a limb and organ of the body, movable, not fixed, free. C, of a liquid that has its particles capable of free movement. D, of a cell molecule capable of separate movement, free, not adamant or fixed. E, mobile spasms, Gower's term for the slow and irregular movements that occur in the extremities after hemiplegia. Number 2, characterized by facility of movement. A, of features that easily change in expression. B, of a person, his mind, etc., that turns or is turned easily from one thing to another. Wanting instability of purpose, also in favorableness sense, versatile. C, rarely, of a visible object constantly in motion. 3, military or troops that may be easily and rapidly moved from place to place. So that's what mobile means. But you have to pay attention to the pronunciation. You have to pay attention to the pronunciation. Okay. So there again, it still means the same thing. Movement. That's what mobile means. Movement. Being able to move. So I wrote that. No, I wrote that down. gonna get the other dictionary. Stir. Because as you know, gangster and mobster is not in the compact Oxford English Dictionary. So we're going to go to stir. Oh yeah. After we go to this one, we're going to go to the other book. Stir. S-T-E-R. Okay, stir is in here, and it tells you that S-T-E-R is a suffix of estry, E-S-T-R-E. So it's so long that but that's what it is, a suffix. It's a suffix. So now let me get the other. Stir. A personal thing associated with an activity or quality. Old English, E-S-T-R, estry, istry. Early example referred to a woman engaged in an occupation such as Brewster, Malster, and Spencer. This last, originally woman was spin. The ending was the feminine equivalent of words ending in E-R-E, which later became E-R. It's long been extended to activities undertaken by men, such as chorister or teamster, words in which it refers to a characteristic of the person include youngster and the U.S. derived oldster, as well as hipster, a person who is hip, who follows the latest trends and fashion. Less often the ending refers to objects roadster, being a rare example. It often has a derogatory sense: tipster, rhymester, prankster. Many of these are more common in the U.S. than Britain: gangster, gangster, huckster, jokester, mobster, punkster, trickster. Some terms continue to be formed again, most frequently in the U.S. popster, hypester, soulster, scamster. Master comes from Old English magister, but derives from Latin magister. See also meister. Others that derive from Latin words with the same ending include minister and barrister, formed from bar and imitation of minister, as do nouns ending in aster, such as poester. In words such as boaster, jester, broadcaster, and protest, the suffix is er, cer1 on a stem ending in st. Since we're in the S, sorority. S-O-R. Sorority. Sororitas. Sororitas. Or Latin, soror. Sister. After fraternity. So there again, in this dictionary, in the compact Oxford English Dictionary, is saying the same thing about soror. S-O-R-O-R. There's not no syllable break. It means sister. So let's go to the fraternity. Stars Frater. Same thing in this dictionary. It means a brother. That's what it means. It means in Latin, frater. In Latin means brother. In fraternity, same thing. Now in this dictionary, let me get a piece of paper. When you say frater, the pronunciation. So like I say, frater, all it means is brother. That's all it means. So we'll get ready to end today's video. And again, my name is Eric D. Johnson, also known BrightShine. I live right here in the city of Memphis, in the county sheriff in the state of Tennessee. I thank all my fans, my support, for your continued encouragement and support. And you know, I always put God first. And you know, thank God for all the blessings and His guides. And pay attention to the dictionary. And people shouldn't take it lightly, man. People shouldn't take it lightly. It's not right. There's no excuse. They had dictionaries in the past. You know, we've been going over the Webster timeline. In the Oxford Dictionary timeline, they had dictionaries, no excuse. You make somebody want to kill you. You know, make somebody want to kill you. So, gotta get the button down there. Gotta hit the button down there. But till next time, take care of yourself. Wish each and every one of you very best.